Okay, now we are here at the LDK booth with the Vice President of Global Sales and Marketing, Mr. Stuart Brannigan. Mr. Brannigan, welcome to RERi PVtv. Please tell us just in a few words, who is LDK, what is LDK doing, and where is LDK coming from?
LDK is a Chinese company, a fully vertically integrated manufacturer of all the PV products from polysilicon right through to modules and system installation.
And what is LDK expecting out of Solarexpo 2012?
I think two things really. One is cementing the relationships we've built here in Italy over the last 2 to 3 years, meeting some of our old friends and really trying to understand what's happening in the Italian market, what the government are actually going to do with their feed-in tariff, and then from that kind of building our strategy for the way forward over the next 2 to 3 years here in Italy and other parts of Europe as well.
And what is the situation of the Italian market right now, and how will it be in like 5 years?
Well, I think right now it's a difficult situation. People are unsure about what's happening with the government, what they're going to do with the feed-in tariffs. But I think long term the government have shown very strong support for the PV industry and the future of PV in Italy. And I think, you know, if you look 2 or 3 years forward, with the price that's happened, or the change in pricing that's happened for PV systems over the last 3 years, I think very soon we'll get to a situation where PV is a real opportunity for people of Italy to compete with standard carbon-based electricity and other forms of energy. So I think the next 12 to 18 months are going to be very difficult, but I think after that you'll see the industry expanding and moving forward again.
Talking about feed-in tariffs, we know that Germany as well as Italy are cutting those tariffs in the forthcoming months and years. How is LDK reacting to this?
We're reacting like many of the other solar manufacturers. We're just looking to drive the costs of our product down so that we can continue to meet the challenges of these reducing feed-in tariffs. We know of one company in Spain who's building a 250 megawatt project there without subsidy, without feed-in tariffs. So we really are starting to reach the point of grid parity in the sunnier parts of Europe, and Italy certainly classifies as one of the sunnier parts of Europe.
And how do you see the global photovoltaic business in 5 years, and how do you see LDK in 5 years?
I think it's very difficult to predict where we'll all be in 5 years' time, but what I do know is that we're fashioning LDK in a way to be as cost-conscious and as value-driven as possible, so that if anybody's going to survive in this difficult industry, LDK will be there. And as I've said, I think in 2 to 3 years' time, you'll find a completely different industry driven by the fact that it is a viable alternative energy source. And I think that way you'll see a real explosion in the PV industry. And LDK is very well positioned to take advantage of that over the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Stuart Brannigan, Vice President of Global Sales and Marketing at LDK.